This is Carrie Bradshaw recording on March 24th, 2022 for Business and Technology. So, again, I'm Ms. Bradshaw, and today I'm here to talk with you about technology usage and social media ethics. Now, I know all of you have grown up with technology and probably social media. So the chart I handed out to you, the KWL chart, I'm going to ask that you take a few minutes to fill out the first two columns, the K and the W. What do you already know about technology and social media? And what are you expecting to learn today? So I'm going to give you about 4 minutes to fill both of those out. And can you hit next on the slide? And the third one, the L, we're going to do at the end of class. Okay, I'm going to set the timer.
I'm trying to make it full screen because the way that technology has been cut off, even when I deal with the different resolutions of it. So if it becomes an issue, I can change it, but that'll make it'll make it free to read it.
And it should be.
Okay. If it becomes an issue, just let me know and I'll take it down and then enlarge it with it.
All right, thank you. Yes. Did you have a question? I see a lot of you with your pencils down. Do y'all need more time or are y'all good? Raise your hand if you need more time. Okay. Anyone need more time? Okay. So, not sure of your name, but what did you put that you already know about technology and social media? That you can communicate to almost anyone online? Yes. Okay, that it can process more than the human brain? Yes.
That it can be unsafe to be on sometimes.
Yes, it's unsafe to be on sometimes. What's put on the internet can't be removed? Yes. All right. Very good. So what are some of the things you are hoping to learn in this lesson? Yes.
How to block people from seeing what I do on my mobile devices.
How to block people on what?
How to block people from seeing what I do on my mobile devices.
Okay. I'm writing this down because it may help me prepare this lesson later and revise it. Anybody else? What are you hoping to learn today? How about you? You can't think of anything. One more person. Yes.
How to use the internet more safely.
How to use the internet more safely. Okay. So when I'm talking about technology usage, this lesson isn't really geared towards how to use it. It's more geared on how not to use it for like in the future when you're getting ready to interview for a job and find employment. So when I'm talking about technology usage and social media ethics, I'm talking about the ability to follow policy regarding personal technology. Who in here has a cell phone? Okay, so most everybody. Are you allowed to use it in class?
No,
Why?
because you'll get taken away.
But why would you?
That's the effect, but why do they have the policy in place? It's not just to take your phone from you.
Oh, I know.
What? Cheating on a test? Yes.
Concentration.
Concentration? Yes.
Looking at stuff that you shouldn't be doing.
Great. Okay. What about, one said concentration. So you're here to learn. If you're on your phone, it's very distracting. So you don't learn as much. Now it's the same way on a job. If you're on your phone, you're not doing what the business is paying you to do. If you're on a construction site, you're on your phone, you are a liability to the company because you are not paying attention to your surroundings. You can easily get hurt. So they have policies in place for a reason. And with technology and social media usage, you need to understand how your online actions and behavior can have far-reaching effects. Next, please. So everyone today uses technology and social media. Individuals use it for social media. They want to stay connected to other people. One of you said talking with other people throughout the world, communication. Online shopping, online bill pay, and entertainment. Watch movies, watch videos, listen to music. Businesses also use technology extensively as well. They use social media to help promote their business. Social media is free, so it's an easy way for a company to market their business and get more customers. They use it for time clocks. I used to work at United Community Bank. Every morning when I came in, I had to clock in. And every day before I left, I had to clock out. So they use time clocks. Security cameras. There's security cameras all throughout the school. Businesses have security cameras too. And it's also to keep track of inventory, customers, etc. And with the social media, businesses even hire people to maintain social media sites. So that would be a pretty good job, wouldn't it? Get to play on the computer, promote the business, right? Okay. Next, please. How many in here have a social media account? At least one. So, quite a few of you. One of the far-reaching effects of technology use in social media is, as I stated at the beginning of class, future employment. Did you know 93% of employers and recruiters look at your social media sites before they even interview you? Who knew that? Okay, so a couple. So when you start interviewing for jobs, which I know that's a few years down the road, you can go ahead and assume that the employer has already looked you up and that they have read your social media profile to see what kind of individual you are. Because when you go into an interview, especially for a job that you really want, you're going to be on your best behavior. On your social media side, maybe not. So based on what you're on your site right now, your profile, if you went into an interview today, how many of you would have or show a good first impression to your boss? Alright. Who would have a bad first impression on their boss? Y'all sure? Okay. Next, please. So when I say they look at your social media profile, there are questions employers cannot legally ask you. They can't ask your age, what sex you are. I mean, sometimes they can look and see, but if you identify as something else, they can't take that or hold that against you, your sexual orientation. But they can't ask about race, color, or religion, your national origin, if you have a disability. However, if you post about that stuff on your social media site, that's something that they can look at legally and make a determination. Because when they're interviewing you, they're trying to see if you make a good fit for their company. If your values do not align with their values, chances are they're not going to hire you. Now, on the flip side of that, next please, sorry. If you are interviewed and you get the job, do you have to still monitor what you post on social media?
Yes.
Yes, because they're still going to look at it. You know, if you post something that does not align with their values, or let's say you call in sick one day, and then you post on your social media that you went for a hike that day, or went shopping, that could get you in trouble. All right. So now, I'm going to hand out some more paper. I know this is not traditional for y'all, but I do appreciate y'all's cooperation. One is going to have help on it, and one is going to have hurt. All right, so let's do these four together. I want you to get together and discuss and write down on the paper how social media can help you in finding a job or a career or keeping your job, and how might it hurt you.
Huh? And I want you to jot down as many ideas as you can think of. Yeah. Yeah. Now, at the end, you need to choose a spokesperson who's going to give me what you're writing down.
What are we writing down?
How much effort do I need to have job, company, and job. Okay, just that covers basically all you need to know. What do I do? How much money do I save? How much income would I tax should I get for how much income would I get if I need to do that?
Mr. Rowe,
Yes, ma'am.
may I have Eli Cosgrove to go, please?
Eli on the way, thank you.
What I did for
Yes.
So,
So you're gonna land your representative? That's it?
two guys, what time you have?
That's big.
Can I give this to you? What's the time spent?
Does anyone need more time to complete this task? You want a few more minutes? Okay.
No, we're not. I have. That sucks. Smallest amount. I know. Just a piece. Legs. But that much.
Alright, who needs more time? Everyone good? Okay, so let's start with this first group. How can social media help you get a job or keep a job? Oh, y'all have the help? Okay.
I have to go to get a job.
Say that again.
What school I have to go to get the job.
Okay, so what, you'll use it for research to determine what school you need to go to? Okay. You have more?
With degrees
Okay, so what degrees you need to get in the field you're interested in? Anything else?
what is it?
Excellent. Did y'all hear this?
No.
What are the goals for the company? So you need to do your own research before you try to send your resume in an interview. Why do you want to work there? So while they're looking at your social media, maybe you're looking at theirs too. Excellent. All right. Anything else? Okay. Next group. How can you use social media to help you get a job or keep a job? You don't have anything? You couldn't think of anything? Not even based on what I was talking about? Okay. So you didn't have anything, was it the same? Did you not have anything, or you had something, but they've already covered it? They've already covered it, okay. Okay, next group. How can you use social media to help you get a job or keep a job? Sorry, I can't hear.
Say what?
For helping, yes, that's what I'm asking for. How can it help you get a job or keep a job?
You don't have to say stuff. If you post good stuff, you're gonna more likely to get the jobs. If bad stuff, you're usually not.
Okay, so posting good stuff keeps you in a positive light. All right, do you have anything else? Is that it? Did you have other stuff that maybe align with the other group? Okay. All right. What about this next group? Yeah. We'll get to her in a minute.
You can give them a good impression of you. To help you get in it. Before you give them.
Okay, so the image of company and what was the first one?
They can give the company a good impression.
Anything else?
Well, it helps you research.
Okay. All right, this next group, how can it help you? Okay, so posting how responsible you can be. All right, anything else? Okay. So are y'all seeing a recurring theme as to how it can help you? All right. Now let's do hurt. How can what you post on social media hurt you? Back to the computer. Okay. Through profile can be hacked. Maybe you look at that. Anything else? How about this next group? How can it hurt you? Which, okay. All right. Hurt.
One thing I'll show, this was, show things that you like.
Excellent. Did everybody hear that? When y'all get aggravated, are y'all bad to post about it on social media? No? Well, that's
I
good.
don't post on social
Excellent. So he said, like, sometimes, hey, guys, listen. Sometimes you can post too much. When you're online, you've got to protect your identity because there are people who will steal your identity. So what I would recommend, do not post your address at all.
I don't care if you're talking with someone, you think it's legit, do not give your address out. Do not give your age out. Do not list your birth date on anything. That's information that they can pull to try to imitate you online. And then what he was saying before, do not rant about your job online. Chances are your employers will see it and bye. You'll be out the door.
You get the boot.
That's right, get the boot. Alright, does anyone have any other things to list to the hurt? That is a good one. So there are some people out there who like to party, and then they post pictures of themselves either drinking or doing drugs. And then they post it on their social media site because they are, hindered with what's in their system. They're not thinking clearly. So that's something that they're going to look at if they see you like drinking all the time, posting pictures about drinking all the time. Are you going to be reliable at work? Are you going to show up on time? Are you going to show up sober?
Probably not.
Probably not. Or if you're on drugs, like I mentioned about the construction site, phone's a distraction, but drugs, are you going to pay attention if you're hindered in the brain? No. Yes.
For her, we have a company can misinterpret what you said to a different group of people.
Exactly. When you post something, you may mean it one way, but other people may read it a different way. Like with emails, have you ever received an email where you read it one way, but the person who sent it meant it a different way? That's the same thing with posts. You might mean it one way, but it may get mistook for a different way. Yes.
I can also give them bad information.
Yes. It could show you in a bad light to the company. Does anyone want to share anything else about either helping or hurting based on social media usage? Okay. Can you get next, Mr. Love? And one more. Sorry, I didn't get that one in. All right. So I'm going to give you a few suggestions on how to keep your social media profile appropriate. One of these is be honest. Like earlier, do you remember me saying, like you might call in sick, but then you post on your social media site that you went on a hike or went shopping? They're going to take notice of that. And just be honest in general. We've already touched on this. Protect your identity. Don't share your address. Don't share your phone number, your date of birth. I wouldn't even show or share when you're going on vacation. Because thieves sometimes look through social media sites too. If they know where you live, if you give them your address on social media and say you're going on vacation, they know you're not going to be home. So don't let people know beforehand that you're going on vacation.
That's right, we have another Home Alone incident, right?
Yeah, home alone accident. All right. Also evaluate your post. He mentioned, people may mistake what you intend to say. You say something meaning it one way, but people take it another way. And also, do you use your name or a screen name when you go online? No. A screen name? So do you think the screen name hides who you are? Not really. But some people feel they can hide behind that screen name and post whatever they want.
it can still be found out. Would you want what you posted on a billboard with your face by it, showing, hey, they posted that? You gotta be thinking of that. Be respectful of other people online. Don't use ethnic slurs or personal insults or obscenity. Here lately, a lot of people get up in arms about political issues, political parties. Still be respectful. You don't have to agree with someone to be respectful. And this sort of ties in with evaluate what you post. Be careful of your humor. Having humor is good, but based on the type of humor you have, not everyone's going to take it the same way. So just be careful. Don't be reactive. If you're scrolling through and reading other people's posts, and if it's something you're passionate about and you don't agree with what they write, don't be reactive. If you feel it's important to post about, give it a little bit for you to calm down and then post. Don't just do it spur of the moment. And then who here gets a good 7-8 hours of sleep a night? Okay, so y'all would be good. For the others, I would suggest don't post anything if you're overly tired or sick, because you may be taking cold medicine or flu medicine. That might mess with your brain a little bit. And being extremely tired also messes with your brain. You can't think correctly or think as fast. So don't post something when you're in that state. And I'll give you a personal story. When I first had my son, I was working as the supervisor of the debt card department at United Community. That job took a lot of hours. Having a new baby on top of that, and having to get up through the night, made it even worse. When I first started back to work, my mother kept my son. Now, she is a retired nurse, so he was in good hands. But there was one day he stopped breathing when he took a nap. He was very gray, was not responding to anything. And my mom was about to call 911 before he started responding. So then we had to figure out if this was a one-time thing or if there was something wrong with my child. 2 minutes? Okay. So long story short, he had to have a monitor put around him that would monitor him breathing. If he stopped breathing for like 30 seconds, it would go off. I had to call around to try to find a machine. There was one company I called who said they had it. I called 3 or 4 different times because they said, oh, it's coming, it's coming. But the last person I talked to, we don't offer that to babies. Our company does not have that. I was pretty mad. Hormones, lack of sleep, stress. I posted on social media blasting that company. I didn't get in trouble for it, but it was not professional. So, you're overly tired? Don't post. Just don't. So in closing, remember to just monitor what you put on social media, how you use your phone, technology usage. You're not supposed to have it out, don't have it out. And that's all I have for you guys. Please make sure to turn in your KWL chart as well as your group work. And there is going to be an exit ticket that Mr. Rowe will post on Google Classroom. You don't have time to do it now. I was hoping to get through this class before you would. And I think what he suggested is y'all can either do it tonight or y'all would do it first thing tomorrow in class. It shouldn't take too long. at all, maybe 5 minutes if that. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
You want us to have a third column on the page?
Yes, please do the third column. What did you learn today? Yes, sir.
Do we have a name card?
Yes, name and date, please. Any other? Yes.
What's to do the?
Yes, that's your group word. So KWL chart, turn that in, and turn the hurt and health group work in.
We just come to this.
I can come around again. All right, if you're done with your papers, you can go ahead and type them in. Did y'all learn a lot from this lesson, or was it in?
No. That is nasty. Yeah.
Kira.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.